Today, Jeff is going to be giving you a closer look at this Toguard Wi-Fi car dash cam.
Okay, this is a little bit different dash cam than the normal ones. This one is not one that you take off your dash to plug into your TV or your computer or whatever. This is one that is meant to stick on the windshield and stay there. So you do not take this one off. And there's a few other differences to this one than the normal dash cam as well. We'll go over that. But really simple design, plastic. What it's supposed to do is this is 3M tape, and it's supposed to go on your windshield and go around this hole right here. It's supposed to be your rear view mirror. So what happens is this little piece, it'll go on your dash or your windshield, and this will paste on your windshield, and then this goes on the other side of where your rear view mirror is, and then your rear view mirror sits in between here. So it looks like it's part of the car, which is pretty cool. There's a few pictures that people put on that you can see a little bit more detail. But that is pretty nice that it makes it look like it's part of the car. Downfall is that it's there and you're not getting it off. And your camera is wide angle and 1080p. So
it can be removed. It's just not one that you take on and off because you've got 3M strip.
It can't be removed. It's 3M tape. So, I mean, you can remove it. It's not a problem. But you're probably going to have a struggle getting it back on then, because you're going to have to pull off the tape, put new stuff on. So basically, if you put it on, you're going to keep it there. And your wire just kind of funnels through this piece, and this piece just kind of pushes in there, and then it's in there. And then the back comes out like this into a little plug that then plugs into this mess of wire that we'll go through here in a sec. So really easy. There's only one way. There's a notch. Just plug it in until it clicks, and then you got your power. It also comes with this little rubber guard here with some 3M tape that you can put and hide wires if you needed to. Make it look a little nicer. And then you just shove this around your windshield all the way down. This one, like I said, is a little bit different than some of the other ones, because most of the other ones plug into your cigarette lighter, and then that's where you get your power. This one, on the other hand, plugs into your fuse box. Now, if you don't know your fuses, I'd probably talk to somebody who does know before you plug them in. But most likely, you're not going to be able to just plug it into your fuse box, because your fuse box is probably going to be full of fuses for other things like your radio, your seat, windshield wipers, and stuff like that, right? So what you're going to want to do is, and the reason why I can't plug this in really right now is because I don't have the right tools, but what you'll need to do is go to a hardware store and buy a piggyback fuse, which basically just plugs into, you pull like your radio fuse out, plug the piggyback in, and then you plug this into the piggyback and your radio fuse into it. So it'll be two fuses into one. And that's how you do it. And then you'd be able to plug these fuses in. And then this one is your ground, and that just goes into a screw that goes into a metal part of your car for ground. And then this is another reason why you'd want to think about getting this or not, right? So because it doesn't have a screen, it's not one of those normal ones where you can take off and view the videos and stuff like that. So there's two ways to do it. There's an app that you download on your phone, and unfortunately it's not an app that you find in the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store. So it's one of those ones where you scan the barcode off of the instructions and you download it from there. It's not the most ideal way to do it, because you'd have to have your phone. It's Wi-Fi, so you have to then find the Wi-Fi on this guy, connect to it, and then you'd be able to see the video. But it's kind of not the best way to do it, right? It does have a micro SD card slot, so you can probably pop out the micro SD card, plug it in your computer, and watch the videos there as well. But again, not the best. So that's where this comes into play. if you have a dash or a head unit, a radio in your car with a video screen that accepts a video in, that's where this would go. And then your screen will then turn into your video of this. So that's the best way to use this. This plug into your fuse box, ground, and then this will plug into your head unit with a video screen that accepts a video in, and then you'd be able to see the video on your head unit of your car. That's the best way to do it, rather than using the app. You can, it's just going to be a little bit funkier and a little harder to use because you have to connect to the Wi-Fi and then.
So if you already have that set up in your car, this one's ideal because it's super hidden. You can just, it's concealed where it is, and you're just utilizing the screen that's already in your car. So you've got that set up in your car, then this is a definite go, and it's a nice camera. If you don't have that set up, you may want to look at all of these things first and see if this is going to be the most convenient one for you.
Yeah, so pros, it makes it look like it's part of the car, which is pretty nice. Cons, it plugs into the fuse box, which people may have a problem with. It's a little harder to do. You'll have to buy some more equipment because these fuses won't just fit into your fuse box most likely because of these rubber grommets, or the rubber things on the outside here. So you'll have to buy those piggyback fuses, add a fuse. And then a plus as well is it'll plug into your head unit if you've got a video in. So there's some pros and cons to this, and it depends on how your car is already set up. If you really want to start looking at this model or not. But it is a nice model. Like I said, it makes it look like it fits into the car, which is nice. You're just not going to get it out very easily. If you put it in one car, you're not going to be able to pull it out, put it in another car real quick if you need to. And that's another con. But other than that, it's a nice little video cam. Unfortunately, we weren't able to really test the video quality or anything, but it is 1080p. I'm sure some of the other reviewers, they have commented on the video, and it is great. So that is the Toguard video cam dash cam.
All right, so you do have those pros and cons. It's simple to have one that plugs into your cigarette lighter. It would be nice if that was an option that you could go either way, either do a cigarette lighter or go into your fuse box as well. It is nice to have it in your fuse box if you want this to be a permanent solution in your car. But again, you do want to be comfortable working with your fuse box and know what you're doing. That's not something you want to mess with unless you do have an expertise. I don't like to play around in there, but a lot of units, when it's just plugging into your cigarette lighter, that's user friendly for everyone. So you do want to have a certain level of expertise. Anyone could get this and take it into a shop though and have them install it for you, no problem. But then, of course, you've got your cigarette lighter free. You also have your cords that you can arrange them. It's long enough so it can be concealed, and it's just there. And if you have the screen monitor already in your car, then, this is a pretty ideal system that you've got it concealed. It's not taking up your cigarette lighter. It's all connected through your fuse box, and you're using that screen that's already in there. Now, if you've got different setups in your car, it becomes a little less convenient for you. And if you don't necessarily want to use your phone through your Wi-Fi as a monitor, this might not be the one for you. Is it high quality and a good product for the price? It is. I would say that it's high quality and you're going to get nice features out of it, and it's got a great look for sure. It's just not your typical standard dash cam. So there's definitely pros and cons, and for some users, the pros are definitely going to outweigh the cons, and the reverse of that is also true. So it's really just user specific with this one. All right, and that's all we have on this dash cam.